COVID-19 has caused a lot of problems in everyone's life. I'm sure it has affected, at this point, everyone in the planet in some way or another. And aside from the most common cardiopulmonary issues that we've heard and people dying, it has also caused a lot of emotional issues after the infection, and particularly with hair loss. I'm Dr. Rodríguez-Feliz, board-certified plastic surgeon here in Coral Gables, Florida, and today I'm going to talk to you about telogen effluvium after COVID. This is just a fancy name for the hair loss a lot of patients experience after COVID. It causes a lot of emotional distress. In general, we have about 85% of our follicles in the scalp in a growing phase, and about 15% of them in the telogen phase, which is just a resting phase. And then after 3 or 4 months, those 15% that are in the resting phase, the hair actually sheds away. So that's why it's normal to experience 100, 150 counts of hair when you brush your hair on a daily basis. That's considered normal shedding, normal hair loss. Now, when someone has telogen effluvium or goes through a stressful situation such as COVID, for example, about 70% of the scalp follicles turn into the telogen effluvium phase, which means once the new hair starts to grow on those follicles after 3 or 4 months, all of those hairs are going to shed all at once, and that's when the patients experience this sudden onset of hair loss. So as you can understand now, it will not happen immediately after COVID or during COVID. It will happen about 3 or 4 months after the event. And a lot of the patients, they lose track of time and they don't really know that it's related to what happened to them when they were infected with COVID. So it can be emotionally distressed because a lot of patients feel they're going to end up bald, but it's a self-limiting condition. So complete balding is not anticipated. There are certain things that can be done to accelerate the recovery of the process. Number 1, oral supplementations. Number 2, PRP injections into the scalp. And number 3, low-level light therapy or the laser caps are all going to stimulate that telogen, that telogen follicle to be converted into anagen phase and kind of accelerates the recovery phase. A few of the other things that you can also do is to try to be very gentle when you're brushing your hair, because this hair is very weak and you can actually get a lot more of your hair back. And other than that, it's just a matter of waiting and doing certain things so that you can reverse the process or the hair follicles from a telogen to the anagen, which is the growing phase.